Remember how much I had you watch the testimonials? And that was one of the big selling points about coming up here, because it's not like you get in your car and just go browse to IWS in Idaho on a Saturday afternoon.
My name is Vernon Schroeder. I'm from Anderson, Texas, close to College Station, Texas.
And I'm Vernon's wife, Patty. I'm a retired school principal, and Vernon is a rancher now, but retired from home building. And Vernon has been big in stock car racing for years and years and years. And so we had a much smaller Renegade, a sport deck model that we took to racetracks. But now that we're retired, we wanted to do more traveling. So we're ready for our big retirement adventure. I call it the bucket list. Vernon talked to somebody he knew who was familiar with motorhomes, and he said, Vernon, you need to stick with a Renegade. And he said, and you need to go talk to Chuck at IWS in Idaho. So we went to the website for like every morning for 3 months. So much information there. So Vernon was able to read about all the, what I call the guy stuff. And I looked at the floor plans, and we got ideas about what we might want from seeing what other people had gotten. The website made it possible for us to do our homework at home. So by the time we came up here, we pretty much knew what we wanted.
We bought a 17 Cascadia with a 470 horse Detroit. The difference that we did in our truck, we went with an 18-speed automated shift. It has a close ratio. It is the heart of a truck that makes that truck work so much more than just big horsepower trucks. I had in my mind, being an old trucker, what I wanted in the truck chassis and horsepower range.
He was happy yesterday when he drove it.
I was happy the way it drove. It pulls the hills pretty good. The truck does not feel heavy to me. It just walks right on down the road.
We got the Classic because we wanted the extra insulation for the Texas heat. And we also wanted a bath and a half. So they did a custom floor plan for us. Everybody worked really well with us here to customize this motor coach to fit our wants and our needs and our expectations.
Everything is designed on a truck to fit your purpose. And if you don't get it right, it won't handle right. So you really have to have somebody that knows what they're talking about and can find out the answers to your questions.
While Vernon would be asking Steve a question about a transmission, somebody else on the team would go and research that. This team approach that they have here makes you feel like, well, we were the only people in their world for those 3 days, but you know, realistically, that's not true. This is a big business here. They're taking care of a lot of people. They just make you feel so special. Vernon said last night they act like this is the first motorhome they've ever sold. They're so excited. They're as excited as we are. And I know they worked for us after we left every day at 5:30, because the next morning we would come back and they would have gotten answers to his questions overnight. You know, when you're making these kinds of decisions, you need to feel that you're not being pushed and pressured and rushed, and that you're being treated, your questions are being treated with respect. That's a big difference here. In fact, I feel like we've made friends, so we'll probably be back up here again just to visit as we go to the Sawtooth Mountains. This is an amazing operation. What a gem nestled in the middle of almost nowhere. We felt confident when we went home that we had found the right place to find by our bucket list.
One word kind of sums it up. They have pride.
Yeah. When we first saw it the night we got here and we saw it, I was like a kid at Christmas. You know, I just love it. This is beautiful. And then, you know, it's like, I can't wait for it to be morning so I can start moving stuff in and putting stuff where I want it to be. It's been
I had a different thought when I looked at it. I looked at it and walked through it, and I thought, this can't be mine, because I never had anything this nice. I always felt like, well, other people could have something like this, but I'm still kind of wondering, it's not mine yet, you know, until I get across the state line, then I might feel like, oh, damn, I got me a good motorhome.